Are you expecting something to change when you're not changing? If you're not doing anything differently, why would anything end up being different for you? How are you going to get some different results if you keep taking the same actions? Are you maybe stuck in your comfort zone and you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, wondering why nothing's changing for you? That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result. So if you want to finally get your life in a different direction, if you want to change things up, if you want to start to create more wealth, if you want better relationships, if you're just tired of the same old outcomes, you have to get out of your comfort zone and do something totally different. Go to a place like this instead of the place that you're used to going to. Change up your routines. If you wake up every single morning and you always do the same thing, then of course you're going to keep getting the same result, and the same results. But the moment that you shift something, even if it's little, it's going to make a huge difference because it's throwing you out of your routine, out of your comfort zone, and forcing you into present moments. Because look, this is what happens with us. Once we get used to a routine, and we've been doing it for long enough, once we go to the same place, with the same people, doing the same things, the same activities, it becomes a habit. It becomes automatic. You no longer have to think about it. You no longer have to try. It's just on autopilot. Just like if you've learned to drive a car. In the beginning, you're like, oh, what's going on here? All disoriented. Whereas now, you don't even think while you're driving. It's just happening. Before you know it, you're at your destination and you're like, who drove all that way? How did I get here? You weren't even aware or conscious or present. And when you live your life that way, you're not really making any decisions. You're not really able to control your destiny because it's just routines and patterns. And that's what your life devolves into. It just becomes a series of routines, a series of habits done again and again and again. And eventually you get frustrated because you feel like you want something else, but you're not doing anything else. You're just doing the same thing. And you stay stuck. But just one little shift, one little change. Take a trip. Meet someone new. Take a chance on your business. Try something different. And you will see that you will break up this pattern. You will discontinue the cycle. And all of a sudden, you'll come into present moment. You'll realize that, look, there are so many options. There are so many things that you can do. There are so many different approaches. But you're missing it all because you've got this narrow vision. You're barely even awake because you're just doing the same thing. What I really want to do is just wake you up out of that autopilot, out of that pattern, out of that cycle. And for you to just try it in a different way. Try something else. Because if you're not happy with what you have, it would be absolutely dumb to keep doing the same thing. It would make no sense whatsoever to keep doing what you're doing if you're not happy with the results that you're getting in your life. But if you make that shift and you make that change, and again, my suggestion to you is start small. Just try to go somewhere different for dinner. Go out if you always eat in. Eat in if you always go out. Make your own dinner. Perhaps read something that's fictional if you're always reading self-help. If you're always reading fiction, try some self-help. Just do something different. Shake up that routine, shake up that pattern. Get yourself out of automatic pilot, out of your comfort zone. Discontinue the old cycle and bring yourself into present moment. Before you know it, you'll see, oh wow, I never thought of this, or I could have tried that, and oh my God, here's the solution that I've been struggling with so long for my business and I didn't realize, and it's that simple. Because when you're stuck in the same patterns, no new ideas are coming to you. You need inspiration, you need something fresh, you need something to breathe life into you. You're dying. That's why you need to change it up. And I'm a huge advocate of habits and routines to accomplish your goals. But if your habits and your routines aren't getting you any closer to your goals, then you gotta attack the habit and the routine, not the goal. Most people change the goal. They say, oh, well, I couldn't get there, guess I gotta change the goal. No, it's not the goal. It's what you're doing. Anything is possible. If one man has done it or one woman has done it, then you can do it too. Or if nobody's ever done it, you could probably do it anyway. as has been proven by so many of the greats before us, that we're able to live in the society that we have with electricity and the internet. I mean, I'm talking to you through this platform. How's this even happening? Nobody had come up with it before, but somehow it came to them and they made it a reality. So how can you make your dream a reality? Of course, not by doing the same thing, getting the same old results, being stuck, being frustrated, getting angry at yourself, feeling guilty. Only by changing the routines, only by changing the habits, trying something different, getting re-inspired. And then, only then, will you get fresh new insight, you'll be out of your comfort zone, you'll feel better about yourself, and guess what? All of a sudden, everything seems to work for you because you were willing to just shake it up a little bit and try something new.